Testing 1, 2, 3. Are we on? Are we alive and well? I am just wondering. This is a desperate question of mine, but are we alive and kicking? Hello out there in TV land. Hopefully we are. Hopefully you can hear me. I hear the terrain a-comin', rumbling through my mind. Said I hear the terrain a-comin', Lord, it's right on time. I hear the terrain a-comin', rolling over these lavender streams. Said I hear the terrain a-comin', with days of grander dreams. But these grander dreams, well, I fear they're killing me. I feel I've let them go. Said I hear a terrain a-comin', won't someone let me know that when sleep won't come and you're cursing the moon for keeping you away? Where'd that train come from? How did it get into my room? You gotta get on board for it's too late. You gotta get on board for it's too late. Won't you take your hand in mine? We won't need no luggage down the line. Now can't you hear that train a-comin' in the corners of your mind? Yeah, when sleep won't come and you're cursing the moon for keeping you awake. Now where'd that train come from, man? How did it get into my room? You gotta get on board for it's too late. Gotta get on board for it's too late. Said I hear the terrain a-comin', rolling over these fields of youth. Said I hear a terrain a-comin', seeking what is known to be true. Said I hear a terrain a-comin', well, I hear a terrain a-comin', winter ain't a-comin'. That's right. Good morning, gang. Nice to see you all tuning in. Yvonne, Dion, nice to see you out there in Ottawa. All right, and Connie, nice to see you. Connie, how are you? Say hello to Art for me, would you? Johnny Boudreau, always a pleasure. Doreen, thanks for tuning in, and the early birthday greeting. I do appreciate it. Yes, I think it's next, is it Friday? I don't even know. Yes, next Friday. I will be celebrating the 24th anniversary of my 29th birthday. How about that? Yes, all right. Hello, Sue. Nice to see you as well. Good morning. Beautiful 22 degrees. Rainy day here in Skiduk. It is probably, it's not 22 degrees here yet in Edmonton. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, but it is certainly in the mid to high teens, which is a good thing. Who the hell am I? Mike Sobel? I feel like I'm doing the weather forecast here on Global. Yeah. Okay, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm just going to sing a bunch of songs. I will tell you this, being the rookie that I am, I forgot to bring my charger for my laptop situation here, which is kind of streaming this whole show. So this show may be cut a little shorter than what they normally are, just in case we sort of drain the battery. But right now we're sitting at 100%, and hopefully it hangs on. But anyway, nice to see you all. So if today's show is a little shorter, you will all be refunded. I will refund you the cost of the admission. So, but anyway. Hope you're all doing well today. Thomas, nice to see you out there in Berlin, I believe you are. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Was it you? You said you'd leave the key under the welcome mat. Was it you? You said you'd leave the light on for me. Was it you? You said you'd be there no matter where I was at. Was it you? Baby, was it me? Was it you? Said something about the birds of a feather. Was it you? Who said that even a blind man could see? Was it you? Who said was it you? Oh, baby, was it me? Was it you who said you were feeling restless? Was it you who said we found the door but now we lost the key? Was it you who said you were all consumed with the second guess? If it wasn't you, well then I guess it was probably me. Yeah, man. I turned my back on Ohio. Well, I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know. So I turned my back on Ohio. Landscapes and interstates, and maybe good things come to those who wait. Well, me, I couldn't afford to hesitate. Like a gypsy killing time. Some were born with their highway shoes, while others pay their union dues. And me, I never had much of nothing to lose. I left that future behind. I turned my back on Ohio. Well, I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know before I came back to Ohio. Now photographs, they're all I have, of friends and lovers and family. Yeah, now all the years they disappear, and I'm right back where I'm supposed to be. Much has changed since I've been gone. Well, she got married and she carried on. Me, I wrote down the words to this song to help me through the night. My mother's living in her house all alone, and the graveyard's got a few new stones. Well, time is a thief, and man, your life is on loan. So if you're wondering why I came back to Ohio, well, I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know before I came back to Ohio. I came back to Ohio. Well, I left it fast, but then I came back slow. There was a great big world I needed to know. Then I came back to Ohio. Ohio from the 2003 album, Table for One. Good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you. Joe, nice to see you as well. Your Simplified game is strong this morning. Thank you. Thanks, Joe. I will play some more songs from Simplify. Waiter Entertainment. There he is, tuning in, my agent. Yes, he is the man who has booked all of my massive global tours. Look no further than Wade at Waiter Entertainment. In conjunction with W.S. Hutter Investments, of course. Rick, nice to see you, man. It's been a while. Hope you're doing okay. And there's Ken. Oh, you guys are camping, are you? Well, that's good to hear. All right. All right, back to work. You're like gold, you're like diamonds, you're a picture of perfect timing, babe. Them stars must have been lining on up the day that I met you. You're like a bird on a wing, you've been teaching me to sing of the gifts that love can bring. You let it come to you, well, when you let it come to you. Eyelashes making wishes, does that make me superstitious, babe? Your kisses are so delicious, I thank the good Lord every day. Well, you're like the sunny side of the street, you're making my heart skip a beat to your sweet melody and your tender harmony. Yeah, now you're the only one who can make my heart beat like a drum, to your voice like a song. You got a voice just like a song. Well, there's nothing that I'd rather do than walk hand in hand with you all along the avenue. There ain't nothing quite so fine. Them stars in that evening sky, they pale to my baby's eyes. Didn't take me long to realize like a diamond you do shine. You're a sweet melody and a tender harmony. Yeah, now you're the only one who can make my heart beat like a drum, to your voice like a song. Yeah, you got a voice just like a song, babe. You're like the sunny side of the street, you're making my heart skip a beat to your sweet melody and your tender harmony. Yeah, now you're the only one who can make my heart beat like a drum, to your voice like a song, babe. You got a voice just like a song. Your voice like a song, yeah. You're like gold, you're like diamonds, you're a picture of perfect timing, babe. All right. Voice like a song from the 2018 album Born by the Radio. Second last song on that record, and one of my faves. Okay, thank you, Sherry S. Hutter. Appreciate it very much. And Dean with his traditional morning sign-in with the Good Morning Plume Heads. I got to get that T-shirt made, I think. Something about when we touch, a little too much ain't never enough. Here beneath the stars and the magnolia trees, a slice of heaven just for you and me. There's a place we'd like to go, tucked away where nobody knows. Fireflies and moonbeams and a warm summer breeze. There's nowhere else on earth I'd rather be than laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, playing soft and low. Baby, just to you and me, easy as can be. We're doing what comes naturally. Now, baby, when I taste your kiss and the soft caress of your fingertips, well, I finally found the feeling that I never felt before. I thought I knew, but now I know for sure. Laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, playing soft and low. Baby, just to you and me, easy as can be. We're doing what comes naturally. Something about the moonlight as it dances in your eyes. It's a dream I must have dreamed 1,000 times. Laying on the hood of my car, wishing on a shooting star, singing with the radio, playing soft and low. Baby, just to you and me, easy as can be. Doing what comes naturally. Baby, just to you and me, easy as can be. We're doing what comes naturally. Doing what comes naturally. Wrote that with Brent Mayer. And Brent is a pal of mine from Tennessee, and a man of with a serious catalog of achievements, one could say. He is, for instance, he produced "Proud Mary" for Ike and Tina Turner. How about that? He also produced Elvis's last #1 song, "Way Down." How about that? Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. And he and I have written a lot of great songs together over the years. And he produced my 830 Newfoundland record. And he wrote and produced all the stuff that the Judds did all through the 80s. Yeah, he and Harlan Howard wrote all those songs, man. Or not all those songs, but he and Harlan wrote... "Why Not Me" was the big song that he wrote for the Judds, but he produced all of their music. And yeah, just a cool dude. And he and I were talking about a month ago about getting together. It would be great if it was this summer, but that's not going to be the case. But maybe in the fall, getting together in Nashville with no music and just writing and recording an album in a month. And seeing what we can fall into, because Brent is one of those guys. I'm always telling these stories about how I write songs and it takes me years to wrap them up. Brent and I have a knack for writing songs pretty quickly, and that last song would be Doing What Comes Naturally would be one of them. Another one that he and I wrote that really just, in fact, we wrote it the next day, would be this one. It seems like we come from a long, long line of fools to believe that love would be anything but cruel. We said this'll be last time, at least 100 times or more. But these old blues ain't nothing I ain't had before. Well, it's a long, long line, and it's a long, long line. Well, it seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. It seems like we come from a long, long line of fools to believe that love would ever play by the rules. Yeah, love seems to love to kick at you when you're down, with your broken heart in pieces on the ground. That's right. Long, long line. Said it's a long, long line. It seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. Long, long line. Well, it's a long, long line. It seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. Well, all right. And misery loves company. That's how it's always been. So now slide on over next to me and let's say we jump back in. Well, it seems like we come from a long, long line of fools to believe that love would be anything but cruel. We said this'll be last time, at least 100 times or more. Now here we go now, baby, just like we've done before. Well, alright. Long, long line. Said it's a long, long line. Well, it seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. Alright. Long, long line. It's a long, long line. Now it seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. It seems like we come from a long, long line of fools. A 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 long line of fools. Long Line of Fools. Sue, can you play Mine All Mine? I can play Mine All Mine, but I will have to wait because that Mine All Mine has a very similar groove and feel, and it's in the same key as to this last song. So, and if I played them back to back, you'll realize just how unoriginal my songwriting is, that I keep rewriting the same song. I'm very environmentally friendly. I've just been rehashing the same old shit forever, as they say. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Who's that? Brian. Nice to see you, Brian. Good morning from friendly Manitoba. Appreciate that very, very much. How are we doing? How's my charge on my computer doing? We are at about 50% here, so I fear we're not going to get the full hour and a half, hour 40 in today. Might be closer to an hour. So I do apologize for that. I'll make up for it next week for sure. I will bring... I'll be sure. In fact, you know what's interesting? This is the last 2 weeks in a row I forgot the charger. Last week I didn't forget the charger. I brought the charger, but the cord got left behind. What a dumbass. And then today I left the whole shit-a-roo plugged into the wall at our apartment there on the south side of Edmonton. And I would just run home and get it if it wasn't a 40-minute drive each way. 30 minutes missed. Well, listen, Al, I think I would rather... Planting a garden is a good thing to do, so you can always watch this show back. Tough to plant the garden at night, so well done. Grant, nice to see you. Yes. Cheers, gang. Okay. Here's a song I wrote with a friend of mine, goes by the name of Trevor Rosen. When the trees got nothing to lose, I get them here come November blues. When bare feet slip into shoes, it's goodbye summer. When the temperature starts to fall, I'm wishing I could make time crawl. But it doesn't make a difference at all, so it's goodbye summer. Well, it's goodbye summer. What'll I do now? Goodbye summer. I'll be here when you come back to town, when you come back to town. November winds off Lake Michigan, shooting star and make a wish again. For all the things that might could have been, it's goodbye summer. And it's goodbye summer. What'll I do now? Goodbye summer. I'll be here when you come back to town. When you come back to town. That's right. Walking out of the mist in the morning sun after summer solstice. And I never thought we would end up like this. Goodbye summer. And it's goodbye summer. What'll I do now? Goodbye, summer. I'll be here when you come. It's goodbye, summer. What'll I do now? Goodbye, summer. I'll be here when you come back to town. When you come back to town. Come back to town. Come back to town. Goodbye Summer from the 2013 record, Red and White Blues. What was I going to say about that song? I don't recall. But, yeah. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm having a good time. What else? Who else is tuning in? I have an audience today. First time in about a month that I've actually have a studio audience today. My brother Chris is here, and he's back there in the control room somewhere. Last time I checked, I don't quite see him now. But yeah, I pulled up this morning, and I texted him. He said, "Hey man, if you want to swing by the studio," because he likes this studio, much like me. Here, Riverdale Recorders it's got a really great vibe. When you come down the steps there off the street on 97th Street, you come down into the bowels of this building, and it's a really cool old studio, and it just has a feel. And you're transported down through the decades. And so it was fun to walk in here with Chris. He and I did worked heavily on the Born by the Radio album, as well as the last album, Lonesome Stretch of Highway, which he sang a lot and played a lot of percussion on. And the next song I'm going to do is a song that he sang backing vocals on, and it just so happens to be the current single, and more than likely the last single off the Lonesome Stretch of Highway album. There's only 9 songs on the record, and this is the 7th single, so I don't know what the hell else we could do. I guess we could release the other 2 songs, but anyway, it's neither here nor there at this point. But yeah, nice to see Chris here today. I was standing in line at the Circle K to get a 6-pack for the football game when I heard somebody say my name. Imagine my surprise. We talked about them good old days, talked time slipped away. We talked till the only thing left to say was what we said with our eyes, and how that summer night when we lost our innocence, we remembered to forget how it broke down in Capitol. We spent the night in my Chevrolet, and for the first time that old car made me thank my lucky stars. We loved until the sun come up, drinking whiskey from a Timmy's cup, and we swore forever they'd see you little with the keys. It's those little things we remember to forget. She flashed a ring and said, "Now how about you?" I said, "Girl, I'm married too. It'll be 5 years come this June. We got a baby due in July." That's when she pulled a picture from her purse and said, "That's my Jessie, she's my first." I said, "Yeah, one thing for sure, she got her mama's eyes. Well, it looks like we each got our own white picket fence." So we remembered to forget how I bought a tiny golden band and asked your daddy for your hand for the first time in my life. I was scared to see you that night. I didn't know what you said to me when I dropped down on one knee. I don't remember what I said, but you said yes. Well, it's those little things we remember to forget. Well, we said, "Oh, and we could say. I saw her eyes in a rearview mirror as she drove away, and all those pretty words that we once said, and all those promises we never kept, we remember to forget. 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 Yeah, man. That album came out, hard to believe, came out a year ago. A year ago on, I think yesterday. Yeah, May 22nd. A Friday. It was a Friday, if I recall. Al, the phrase came into vogue. What phrase? I'm your Huckleberry. Yes. Just found out that I'm your Huckleberry has a meaning. Yes, it does have a meaning. It was probably became popular for the movie, was it Tombstone, I believe? But it's an older phrase than that. It goes way back. Let me see. The phrase came into vogue in the late 1800s. Oh, so you're right. I thought at first I read 1980s. In the 1800s, yes, the origin of the phrase is uncertain. I was thinking you just meant Huckleberry Finn. I wonder, there's a couple of things. I did a bunch of research on that phrase, I'm your Huckleberry, as well. And, I'm your Huckleberry. And it had something, there's something to do also about, like, there's a bunch of different things. Everybody at home, do yourselves a favor and dial up the phrase, I'm your Huckleberry, and see what comes from it. One is obviously the movie Tombstone and the Val Kilmer character. He would always say, I'm your Huckleberry. He'd always say that, so that was a cool one. That's where we got the idea for the song. And by saying we is a bald-faced lie, because it was not my idea. That was Matt Ramsey's idea. That was Matt, from the lead singer from the band Old Dominion. That was his idea entirely. And I remember it vividly. So when we started playing those chords, I sang the you wanna go dance in the rain? I'll find us a cloud. Or maybe somewhere they don't know your name. I'll find us a crowd. And with that, we were off and running. Trevor wrote the next part, which leads into the pre-chorus, which you want to get into the show? I know a guy. Maybe we'll go watch the sun sinking low. I know a sky. I think I came up with those lines as well. And then Trevor came up with the, so I went, you want to get into the show? I know a guy. Or maybe somewhere where the clouds are hanging low. Well, I know a sky. Is that the lyric? You want to get in the show? I know a guy. Or maybe somewhere. Anyway, and Trevor came up with the, I can't remember the lyrics unless I'm singing them, seemingly. And then Trevor came up with the, you want to get into the show? Well, I know a guy. Or maybe somewhere. Well, I've totally forgotten the lyrics now. Isn't that crazy? But Trevor came up with the bit that goes, blue is all get out. Maybe we should get out of here. I am waiting for you to give me the green light. That was all Trevor. And I remember when he wrote that part thinking, there is no way that I would have come up with that. There's not a chance that I would have stumbled onto that line. And then, as blue as all, I know a sky, as blue as all get out. Maybe we should get out of here. I am waiting for you to give me the green light. Just say the word and we'll get high and we'll lay low. We'll make up what we don't know. I'm sure that was my line because I have a song called Make It Up As We Go, so I probably went and retrieved that line from a previous song from the 830 Newfoundland record. And then Matt and Trevor wrote, they're like two stones, we could roll home, we could rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, and if your Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your Huckleberry. And I remember thinking, are you, like, is that another song that you guys just you're just singing lyrics too. Like you already know, you've already written this song. You're just throwing these lyrics in. I couldn't believe how quickly they came up with that. But yeah, pretty cool. So, with that being said, let's give it a shot, shall we? Hopefully, I remember the words. You wanna go dance in the rain? I'll find us a cloud. Or maybe somewhere they don't know your name. I'll find us a crowd. You just throw it out there. There's nothing to out there. You wanna get into the show? Well, I know a guy. Or maybe we go watch the sun sinking low. I know a sky as blue as all get out. Maybe we should get out of here. I am waiting on you to give me the green light. Yeah, I said anything you want, baby, say the word. We'll get high, or we'll lay low, or we'll make up what we don't know. Yeah, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, if your Sunday needs a chair, I'm your Huckleberry. If you're needing a spark in the dark, let me be the match. And if you're looking to lock up your heart, let me be the latch. It don't matter where we go, I'm gonna be right. There's a million things we could do to pass the time. Ooh, yeah. I said anything you want, baby, say the word. We'll get high, or we'll lay low, we'll make up what we don't know. Yeah, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, and if your Sunday needs a chair, I'm your Huckleberry. If your Sunday needs a chair, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. There's a million things that we could do to pass the time. Well, ooh, yeah. I said anything you want, baby, say the word. We'll get high, or we'll lay low, or we'll make up what we don't know. Well, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, if your Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your Huckleberry. If your Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your Huckleberry. If your Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. Huckleberry. Yeah. Would you consider playing the new song you mentioned last week, Waiting for the Fall? I'm not sure I've got a firm enough grasp on the lyrics yet. But I would need to brush up on that. It's a cool little song, I must say. Nick, nice to see you. How are you, Nick? Hope you're doing well. Sorry you're late. That's okay. That's okay. Did you miss Soundcheck Song? Yes, you did. No, you didn't miss Soundcheck Song, and no, you won't likely hear it today. How about that? Songs all have like certain places that they work, and that song works best right off the top of the show quite often. There are other spots that it works well as well, but I'm not sure we are at that point of the show. The phrase came into vogue in the late 1800s. The origin of the phrase is uncertain. Okay, I already read that. Positive Mike, good morning. Any chance of playing Dandelions? I would like to. Again, I need to brush up on the lyrics for that song. So Wade is always asking me to play that song too. The folks over at W.S. Hutter Investments, high risk, low reward investments. They're always asking me to play Dandelions too, and I never do because I have to sit and play it probably a dozen times just at home just to get a good, just to get the lyrics down. Because the thing with what happens when you don't write a set list, you have to start thinking of songs that you're going to sing next. And quite often, you start thinking of these songs that you should be, the next song coming up, about halfway through the song you're currently singing. So you need to be able to compartmentalize. And so while you're thinking of, planning the next song, you're also at the same time singing the song that you're currently singing. So you try to keep all that going. And so that's how I get a feel for whether or not I'm ready to play a song. I have to be at a point where I don't even have to think about the chords, or I don't even have to think about the lyrics. And sometimes, like, I'll get tripped up, I'll get lost because I'll be thinking of, okay, what song's going to work here? And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm in the wrong chord. I played the wrong chord. I'm still in key, but it's not the right song, right chord. And that even happened a couple times today. I think during Goodbye Summer, I played I played a wrong chord, even though it was still in key, and it still kind of worked, but it wasn't quite the right chord because I got lost thinking about something else as far as what could work and stories behind the song. I start thinking of that too. There's lyrics in that song that I think of. I remember you coming out of the mist in the morning sun after summer solstice. And that lyric always takes me back to 1987 in our high school grad, and we had this all-night party. And I remember the sun coming up the next morning. We were having this breakfast out at Kurt Jolly's place, and I remember we were there very early because Chris and my mom and dad were driving back across the country that morning, and they were leaving very early, so probably around 6 in the morning. But I remember there was a guy and girl coming up off the beach down at Bonneville Beach on Moose Lake. I remember them coming out, and they were, and it was just it was already a hot summer day, and it was, and they were coming out of this mist fog that was probably coming up off the lake, and it was an image that stuck with me forever. I just found it a very, I don't know, like right out of a movie or something. Seeing these two walking up off the beach from my grad class, and so I just, when I was looking for a lyric for that last verse, that was I recalled that. I remember you coming out of the mist in the morning sun after summer solstice. Yeah, so that's where that came from. And so I started thinking of all that while I was playing the harmonica solo in that song, and missed a chord. That happens on occasion. Thomas, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I'd like to, before I go any further, I must say, and I don't say this enough, but like so many of you, in fact, I think all of you, at one time or another have bought me a coffee, and I really appreciate that. That's above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you very, very much for helping float the boat. It's been interesting because I didn't play this Wednesday, and so this morning, as I was getting ready to come down here, it's fun when you don't have to play music, but when you get to play music. Because if you have to play music, I got to go sing tonight, then you might as well just get a job, because there's plenty of jobs that pay better than what music more often than not pays. So, but this morning, as I was getting ready and loading all the stuff in the car, I was very excited because I got to play today. I get to play music today. So, thanks for tuning in. We're an hour in, and how are we doing on the charge? We're still sitting at about 50%, so we still got a little bit of wiggle room here yet. But I will work up Waiting for the Fall. I'm also very, as Michelle, as far as the song goes, I am going to work it up. Another thing that I'm quite particular about with songs is I don't trot them out until I am so sold on them. I have to already be a fan of the song. Because if I'm still obviously I'm a fan of the song to whatever extent, because I've found the need to sort of keep going back to it like a guy with a sore tooth and keep working away at it. So it has obviously piqued my interest already. But I have to have a song down pat before I trot it out. Because if I screw it up or anything, or if it sort of falls flat, which it can, and that's not the listener's fault or problem. If a song falls flat, the reason a song falls flat is because I took it out of the oven too soon. And when I've done that on occasion, it has ruined the song for me. And it takes me a long time to go back to it, because then I think, what a piece of shit song this is. And while that may be the case, but I need to, it really needs to have all the rough edges sanded down before I will roll out the song. Because it just, is new songs are tough. New songs are tough to play, because especially when you're playing them like in and around songs that a lot of you guys already know. So a new song is always going to kind of, it's not going to get the reaction that songs that you've been playing for years, and the songs that people have been living with for years, which is going to be one of the fun things about hitting the road here, in 6 or 8 months or whenever it is. Because by the time I hit the road again, you all will have been living with the album Lonesome Stretch of Highway for over a year, pushing 2 years at that point. So these songs will be very well established in your playlists or whatever, and so you'll be familiar with them, and so they will have a step up on a lot of other songs. Know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling here. Let's see. Positive mics. Did I play Dandy? Thank you, Connie. I'm glad you like the song Huckleberry. It's a fun song, and I'm very excited to play that song with the guys. That's going to be, I have a feeling where that one's going to go. And in the show, and I have a feeling, and again, it has to be placed at the right spot. And I think actually following, that's what I'm talking about, is a good spot. There are probably other places too that I will figure out as we go as I play more shows in front of a audience where there's an actual, where I'm not just talking into a camera, but you'll get a feeling for that. So what the hell am I going to play after all of that? What the hell? Let me see. Oh, I know what I want to play. Another song from the new album. Whoops. May burn, the wind may blow, hearts still yearn to be together, but we both know that when the moon is full and the stars align, I'll be yours and yours forever, and you'll be mine. Flicker turn to a flame, or just a shot in the dark. Won't need a poet to explain what's in my heart. And we'll never be younger than we are today. Baby, hey, younger than we are today. Hey, 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 baby, hey, younger than we are today. That's right. Baby, hey, younger than we are today. That's right. Oh, baby, hey, younger than we are today. Will this flicker turn to a flame, or just a shot in the dark? Won't need a poet to explain what's in my heart. Pages turn, years they flow. The hearts still yearn to be together. And we'll never be younger than we are today. Yeah, man. Younger than we are today. One of my favorites off that record, actually. Love the tune. Love the way it was recorded. Love the way the guys played on it. Yeah, man. Just a fun song. Can't wait to play that one live. That's a song that'd be a great show opener, I would think. And a show closer too. It's maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll start ending the shows with it. I don't know. But it is a good one. It is just screaming for big noise. Yeah. Okay. Have you seen me lately? Have you seen me lately on the town? Have you heard me lately? Have you heard me lately make a sound? I wanted you to believe me. I wanted you to believe me, but you refused. Said that you could leave me. Said that you could leave me, but I refuse to believe. I don't wanna think, and I don't wanna sink below, 'cause I just wanna drink myself into a place. What was it that I said? What was it that I said that made you run? Alcohol in my head, alcohol in my head, oblivion, sweet oblivion. Well, and I don't wanna think, I don't wanna sink below, 'cause I just want myself into Oblivion. What was it that I said? What was it that I said? Yeah, now something's not making sense. Something's not making any sense of Oblivion. Have you seen me lately on the town? Have you heard me lately? Have you heard me lately make a sound? If you be my baby, if you be my baby, I'll be your clown. Oh, I'll let you down like I done before, that's right. 'Cause I don't wanna think, I don't wanna sink below, 'cause I just wanna drink myself into Oblivion. I don't wanna think, I don't wanna sink below, 'cause I just wanna drink myself into Oblivion, into Oblivion, to Oblivion. Sweet Oblivion, sweet Oblivion, sweet Oblivion. Oblivion from the 1997 album Song and Dance. Man, yeah, that was a fun version. The guys in the band always tease me because they always say we don't even do a song the same twice. We don't even do a song the same once. So it's a lot of heads-up hockey when I'm at the helm, because I tend to sort of just, and thank God they are all just so accommodating, because they can just follow me wherever we happen to jump off at. So it's a good thing. I don't want to spend the rest of my time just to kind of sort of hanging around. Hey, I don't want to roll down an open road and see the lights of another town. Well, I want to spend the rest of my time chasing the crazy sound. Don't need no reason, don't need no rhyme to leave it up until it lower me down. Well, I was born without a pot to piss in or a window to throw her from. Hey, what works for us works for them, may not always work for some. Hey, I want to spend the rest of my time just a chasing the crazy sound. Don't need no reason, don't need no rhyme to leave it up until it lower me down. That's right. short now, buddy. It's getting shorter every day. And you're only here for a couple of years, and still you got hell to pay. Well, I pray to God now every night you let me hang around. Well, I'll be real good, I swear. I'm just a drinking with my pallbearers. And with any luck at all and a wing and a prayer, I live it up until they lower me down. That's right. Yeah, when the good Lord come and take my hand, lead me to the promised land. Hey, wherever I go, above or below, they better have a real good band. Yeah, 'cause I wanna spend the rest of my time just a chasing the crazy sound. I do not need no reason, do not need no rhyme to leave it up until they lower me down. Oh yeah. Well, life is short now, buddy, and it's getting shorter every day. And if you're lucky, you're allowed till you're 105, but you still got Judgment Day. Yeah, I pray to God now every night to let me hang around. Well, I'll be real good, I swear. I'm just a drinking with my pallbearers. And with any luck at all, and a wing and a prayer, I live it up till they lower me down. Till they lower me down. Till they lower me down, 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 until they lower me down. That's right. Live it up till they lower me down. Yeah, man. Jenny O from Ontario. There she is. All right. We need a night of dancing people. Yes. Yes, and if there's one thing for anybody who truly knows Jenny and I, we are nothing if not dancing fools. Oh, that's too funny. The reason we play in a band is so that we don't have to dance. Because we would just we'd be laughed right out of the club. But, yeah. Anyway, how are we doing on time here? Got time for a couple more songs. The power on the old iPad is still choogling along quite nicely, which is a good thing. And this is probably, you are witnessing a first here today, folks. This is the longest that I've gone into a show without playing a song in the key of G. How about that? I'm very proud. I'm very proud. But that is going to change right now. As I put my G harmonica in. Telephone rings way too much, but not nearly enough. With you on the other end of the line, she said, you know, you could still call me. Well, lately I've been thinking about everything. Something leaves me stranded in between. Yeah, I'm stranded in between. She's my Marilyn Monroe, and I'm her Joe DiMaggio. Marilyn, I'm the Roland DiMaggio. Never together, but forever linked. We're kinda like birds of a feather, baby. When our spirits start to sing, yeah, we're forever linked. Well, she's my Marilyn Monroe, I'm her Joe DiMaggio. Marilyn, I'm Roland DiMaggio. Well, she's my Marilyn Monroe, and I'm Joltin' Joe DiMaggio. Marilyn, I'm Roland DiMaggio. DiMaggio, DiMaggio. Rain's letting up, sun's on the rise. Pretty soon it'll just be blue, blue sky. Well, honey, them bad, bad times now, babe, they're as good as gone. We could be up, we could be down, and it's up to you and me, just the way we hang around. On them bad, bad times now, babe, they're as good as gone. Adios, adieu. I sure ain't gonna miss these mean old blues. Well, see, we could be as thick as thieves, you and I, just a waving these blues bye, bye, bye. The clock on the wall, I say 6 a.m. It's up to you and me to carpe diem. Honey, them bad, bad times now, babe, they're as good as gone. Honey, them bad, bad times now, babe, good as gone. Adios, adieu. I sure ain't gonna miss these mean old blues. Well, see, we we could be as thick as thieves, you and I, just waving these blues bye, bye, bye. Rain's letting up, the sun's on the rise. Pretty soon it'll just be blue, blue sky. Honey, the bad, bad times now, babe, they're as good as gone. Honey, the bad, bad times now, babe, they're as good as gone. As Good As Gone Blues. Wrote that with Jason McCoy, the gentleman who I wrote 830 Newfoundland with, and also wrote It's a Long, Long Way. Yonder lies my glory, but it's a long, long way. And we wrote a song that is going to be on my next record called No Time for Long Goodbyes. And it, too, is a bit of a corker. And a couple different ways I want to record it. I was talking earlier about maybe one of these days, maybe next summer, hopefully recording down at Sun Studio. It'd be a lot of fun, and that would be a song that would be prime for that environment. But we shall see. What's going on with Yvonne here? 830 Newfoundland, and hey, what do you say? Never heard here without dancing. Well, get up then. Let's get this show on the road then. We're going to do both those songs right now. How about that? That's how we're going to wrap things up today with Coming Home Again and 830 Newfoundland. The proud Canucks that we all are, and honorary Canucks out there in Massachusetts and down in the Carolinas, Georgia, out there in Berlin. Yes, indeed, one and all. We are all Canucks. But yeah, so here we go. Let me tell you where I've been since I've been gone and back again. I'm coming in on an Alberta wind, bartender bottoms up. Now listen, boys, it's been a while. The tribulations and the trials have come along and drunken my bartender bottoms up. You ring the bell, Jimmy, would you please? Well, as long as you're pulling the pints, pull one for me. Ring the bell, Jimmy, would you please? Oh, it's been so long that I've been gone, but I'm back from away. And hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Said, hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Well, the morning sun was at my back as I left Paddy-Kodiak, making my way out to Fort Mac, bartender bottoms up. I left my home in the Maritimes and went across the Ocopic line with my boot to the boards, and I'm making good time, bartender bottoms up. You ring the bell, Jimmy, would you please? Well, Ontario was such a hell of a ways. Manitoba and Saskatchewan, well, now it's been said the Yellowhead's as flat as she is long. But hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Rolling north on 63 and pulling in a McMurray. On Easterners are all you see, bartender bottoms up. They're working in the tar sands, drinking in the oil can. They think we're all from Newfoundland, bartender bottoms up. You ring the bell, Jimmy, would you please? Well, as long as you're pulling the pints, pull one for me. Ring the bell, Jimmy, would you please? And you tell the boys who make the noise the drinks are on me. 'Cause hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Said hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away, coming home again. That's right. say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Said, hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Working the patch to make the green and steeper rents I've never seen. And Christ, the price of gasoline, bartender bottoms up. I spent most of me money on booze and broads, the rest I wasted, swear to God. The odds were good, but the goods were odd, bartender bottoms up. Now listen, boys, that's where I've been since I've been gone and back again. Now thank Christ some misses let me. I said, bartender, bottoms up, and I said, hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. Said, hey, what do you say? I just got back to town today. The best part of going away is coming home again. The best part of going away is coming home again. The best part of going away is coming home again. All right, gang. So thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to do one more song here. The way we always kind of finish these Sunday morning shows. I will see you next Sunday, okay? For episode, I don't know why I do this to myself. I never remember what episode this is. I think next week will be episode 36 of Easy Like Sunday Morning. Yes. All right. So take care of yourselves and of each other. Have yourself a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Chris for swinging by here today and keeping me company and helping me get all set up. I kind of feel like when I'm down here doing these shows that I'm like on a space station or something, and everybody else is either, I don't know what the hell happened to them. They went for a spacewalk and somehow got disconnected, and I'm just sort of out here by myself, and I'm singing to the folks back on Earth, doing my little, hey, what do you say? Just got back to the galaxy today kind of thing. But so it is kind of weird down here on these Sunday mornings because it's just quiet and the street is quiet and there's just, just very, not bleak, but just quiet. And so then you get downstairs here and really all I can hear are my ears ringing right now. So I'd like to thank Chris for swinging by and keeping me company and helping with the setup and all that kind of stuff. And with any luck, he'll be here next week as well. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves and of each other. I will see you next Sunday morning. And that's really all I know. Adios. From the rolling fields of wheat to the busy set of streets, there's a feeling and a spirit all our own. True north, strong and free, stand on guard, you and me. From the east to the west, we roam. This is our home. From Norman Wells at the top, all the way to the rock, there's a wind that's always blown. And from down Summerside to the Queen Charlotte Islands, there's a way of life we've always known. This is our home. This is our home. Well, I've seen the northern lights dancing over Yellowknife while standing in the middle of a field. And from Pier 21 all the way to Flin Flon, yeah, I gotta cross that Canadian shield. And no one knows winter like we know winter, blowing in off Lake Ontario. And from the Rideau Canal to Barnum Carnival, there's a little place I love and the Gatineaus, with a covered bridge and a swimming hole. This is our home. This is our home. Well, from Portage in Maine to Young and Queen, every street corner in between. No matter where you go in this rugged land, there's one thing we all understand. Every woman, every child and man. 8:30 Newfoundland. 8:30 Newfoundland. Way up in Peace Country, back east in Kings County, and clear across to Thunder Bay, where Winnipeg feels like forever and hope seems like never, let alone out Campbell River Way. And when you cross the border and you see a caribou on the quarter, then and only then will you be home. You see, I've driven from the Peg to the Chuck, and Yankees call us Canucks, but together we'll never stand alone. Yeah, together we'll never stand alone. I said forever, a maple leaf will be flown. This is our home. This is our home. Tar Sands and Fort Mac, Parley Beach and Shediac, heading down in the Shuswap too. Well, I've seen midnight feel like high noon, from the Dome all the way down to Saskatoon. There's Confederation Bridge, and there's Butternut Ridge, there's Sudbury and the Sioux. Well, I've lived in the Lakeland, and I've been to the Badlands, head smashed in Buffalo Jump too. And I've been snowed in for days on the Trans-Canada Highway, and that was in the month of June. That's right. And this is our home. This is our home. All right, gang. Thank you so much for joining me today on this, May 23rd, 2021. Slow but sure, gang. We are making our way through this. Slow but sure. Keep your stick on the ice. Keep it between the rhubarb. And all the other cliches that you could well imagine. But, yeah, we'll see you guys next Sunday, okay? 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for episode 30-something or other of Easy Like Sunday Morning. Thanks, guys. Made my day. Hope you had fun, because I sure as hell did. All right, gang. Take care of yourselves. See you around.